Today on CG Off-Road, we're going to help our 2015 Ram to breathe a whole lot better with some help from Flowmaster. The factory intake on the Ram is quiet and restrictive, so today we're going to make our 2015 Ram breathe a whole lot better with this Flowmaster cold air intake. This is Flowmaster's Delta Force cold air intake for the 2009-18 Ram. It was made right here in the USA and features a black rotomolded intake tube with a high flow dry air filter protected by a heat shield to help your Ram breathe better for improved performance and efficiency. It comes with everything you need for an easy install, and the best part is you don't even need to tune the truck. For more information and pricing, click the link in the description down below. Now let's get to the install. This intake is pretty simple to install. The first thing we're going to do is remove the factory intake. First thing we're going to do is loosen the hose clamp that connects the intake to the throttle body. Remove the intake sensor. Remove this breather hose and lift up on the airbox to remove it. Remove the plastic vent hose over by the oil filler cap. Take our supplied hose and install it over the adapter to replace the factory PCV hose. Slide this hose clamp down and tighten it. Remove one of the grommets from the factory intake, and you're going to use this for your new Flowmaster intake. Remove this bolt on the front of the factory airbox retaining bracket. It's a 13 millimeter. Set this aside. Locate this 13 millimeter bolt here behind the headlight and remove that as well. We're over at our work table now. We're ready to install the weather stripping onto the airbox. And then you can cut off the excess. There's 3 brackets that we need to place onto the airbox. We're going to place this bracket right here, just like this, with the provided hardware. On the inside, we'll put the flat washer, lock washer, and nut. Tighten the hardware down with a 4 millimeter Allen key and a 7/16 wrench. Install this bracket on the front, just like that. And this third bracket's going to go on the bottom. It's going to be angled up perpendicular with this line right here. Take the grommet from the factory intake that you removed and install it on this bracket. Next, we're going to install the air filter adapter. Line up the holes with the housing and install your bolts. And tighten the bolts. Install the air filter. Just make this clamp snug. You do not have to over tighten it. If you want to, you can install the provided pre-filter onto the air filter. Install the coupler onto the air filter adapter. Tighten down the clamp. Install the barb fitting into the brass threaded inserts in the intake tube. You're going to tighten it down with a 7/8 wrench. Then the provided grommet into the other hole in the intake tube. Install the other clamp onto this coupler. Then install the intake tube, and this can now go onto the truck. Install the straight coupler with 2 clamps onto the throttle body, and install your intake. Reinstall the 2 bolts that you removed and secure the air filter housing. Basically with this bracket, you're going to rotate it and seat the grommet onto the barb that's under the airbox. Install the temperature sensor into the grommet. A little WD-40 will help with this. Attach the PCV hose to the barbed fitting and tighten the clamp. All we have to do now is go back and tighten all 4 clamps for the intake tube. And our installation's finished. Okay, we got our Flowmaster cold air intake installed in our 2015 Ram. It definitely looks a lot better under the hood, and it's gonna help this Ram to breathe a whole lot better. I'd say give yourself an hour and a half to do this, and before you know it, you'll be heading off-road. We hope you enjoyed this video. To subscribe to our YouTube channel, click the link right here, and for more videos like this one, check out this playlist.